Our preference would be to get a shelter dog, but obviously a lot of shelter dogs are mutts like me.
What had he described himself as? Mutt is another term for mongrel, one of the worst things you could call someone whose parents are from different races. In his first press conference as president-elect, was it self-deprecation or trying to take ownership of an abusive term?
Obama is a role model to many. He also opens up the discussion around mixed-race people in the UK, how we describe them and how they see themselves.
I went back to where I grew up and asked the people of Wood Green in North London how they describe him.
What race would you say this man is?
I think it's half-half. You say Asian.
Asian.
Yeah.
Ethnic other.
What race would you describe?
He's mixed race, just like myself.
Growing up, I was described by others in many different ways. I describe myself as mixed race. My dad is from England, my mother was born in Jamaica.
Certainly there were nowhere near the numbers of children from mixed race relationships around when we got together in the early 70s. The whole self-esteem thing is the crucial thing for me, and that kind of having a positive identity.
Of course, I was a product of the 70s. Young Ruby is a product of the new millennium.
I see Ruby as Ruby, so no colour, no real sort of race, even though I know in my mind she is mixed race.
Obviously I want her to feel comfortable describing herself as she wants to, and I think that's probably the most important thing, is that she is comfortable, but I would just like her to be aware of her history.
Role models of mixed race have been around for years, but rarely have they been described in those terms. The lack of public discussion may reflect no real need to, but maybe a new generation are now ready to begin that discussion, as this man heralds the beginning of a new era.